All right, welcome into the stream,
Oh,
everybody. We've got
shit.
a nice live stream here for you, coming from the Mythik TCG Championship. I am one of your hosts in today's little casting adventure here. I'm Ren, and we are going to be here with the Wild Norseman. How you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Ren? What's going on? I'm hoping for some vicious battle today. I know that
Yes,
we've definitely seen some very interesting metas and strategies in this game over the last few years, but nothing as obscene as we've seen this year with the league
seriously.
format. What say you on the matter, buddy?
This has been intense. This whole meta, this whole team battle shift has definitely reshaped how I see and look at Mythic.
Mm.
It has opened my eyes. I know it's opened a lot of people's eyes, and the
Oh yeah.
gameplay, the strategies have just blown up. So it's it's been so much fun to participate in. It's been so much fun to watch, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen here in tonight's championship matchup between Team Skull and the Mythic Narwhals.
Now, as an announcer and sportscaster, I am not supposed to be biased, but I'm doing this WWE style, and there there is a man on the Mythic Narwhals by the name of Gabe, and I gotta say, Gabe, just so you know, I am rooting for you. My ball is in your court, and I'm hoping that you guys can pull it off because I know that this other team has been definitely ruffling some feathers this year, and they're looking like the villains, like the heel in this
Yeah.
matchup.
Yeah, so this is a good one too because Team Skull has been dominant all season long. They won all 6 weeks, so they're 6-0 going into the for the head-to-head weekly matchup. I think as it relates to the games, they've only lost one, so I think they're 12-1 total
Yes, yes.
with every round considered. So this is going to be a good one. But the Mythic Narwhals, we played them last week in the playoff round, and man, it came down to the final play, and they got some good decks and a good team. So
Oh yes, yes they do. Well, it looks like we're already starting with the turns here. It looks like we've got some innocuous face downs.
yeah.
And we know in this format, those face downs cannot be anything good. Now, what do we got here? Uh
Ooh,
oh.
we got a couple of cards being played here.
Oh my
Looks like
goodness. Woo!
we got some Shadow Prince action already. Maybe some Terror of the Southlands going, and they are bringing out.
Sacrificing them both for Nessie. Oh goodness.
Nessie is coming out fast.
Locking down all Aqua types from doing anything to their champion. That champion is completely unaffected by anything Aqua related.
Yeah.
Now, one of the strongest archetypes in this format, for the people watching at home that aren't too affiliated with this game quite yet, is the Sea Devil strategy of stealing your opponent's back row cards so they can't
Yep.
use them.
And
Um,
we see the nice Ure defense here, as I'm sure we will see more than one time throughout this matchup.
oh yes,
Galaxies Collide is probably going to come into play here at some point. So having this Ure on the board is definitely a big one.
yes, because
I think every
with
team plays this.
Galaxies is one of those cards where it's high risk, high reward. If you, oh my goodness, throwing down a Mirror of the Soul on the
Good
freaking
lord.
second turn.
Yeah, and this is you can see right here why Team Skull has been so dominant, man. They are just out of the gates, just commanding this thing.
This is an absolute blowout game already. We've got half of the life points that they do as damage being taken as damage until that card is being destroyed on the field. Now, I
Yeah,
got to tell you, the only thing that can really help the narwhals right now would be something Sea Devil related. However, Nessie's
yeah.
on the field.
Nessie is on the field, so they need trebuchet or not a
Yes,
trebuchet, a ballista
a ballista.
or some kind of card removal. I mean, I know in the games past, Gabe and Jonesy have played, some of the Camelot core, so we could see, was it Gawain could come into play, discard a card, and remove something off the board. So it could be something like that.
Right, right. And as we see from the cards that they've pitched for Nessie, we are going to see some Shadow Prince action in this championship round, which if anyone's
Yep.
been watching from the beginning, it's not a surprise.
No, no, this is their calling card, if you will. Put out a Nessie Protector of the Deep. I imagine they're going to try to go for the um,
Oh, the innocuous reincarnation
reincarnation. I kept wanting to
burn
say rejuvenation, and
strategy.
I knew that wasn't it.
So, for everyone listening at home, reincarnation allows you to target a champion on the field, send a champion from your deck to the graveyard, and change the champion's archetype and type to that of the champion sent to the grave. And you can use that in combination with Shadow Princes to do some devastating burn damage with Fires of Hell. And
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right now, if they're going to go for that burn strategy, Gabe and Jonesy really need to pull out the Arthur combo ASAP because
Yeah.
it's the only way to stagger the amount of damage being done here.
Yep. So there's very little ways to stop the burn damage from the Shadow Prince Fires of Hell, but you never know. I mean, maybe they start off because Jonesy and Gabe, we see them play pretty aggressively early on in most matchups. They could just
Yes.
take out the Shadow or the Nessie before they
hmm
even get to the Shadow Prince. They could lock up the back row pretty good. Who
hmm
knows? Maybe they get that Wida Galley out there pretty fast and start stealing some of their back row. But
Yes.
time will tell. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do here.
Because we must
They
remember
do
that,
have a pretty intimidating board state they're looking at. So
yes, yes. Oh, we've
oh,
got a King's
here we go.
Crusade. Here we go. Getting to play a 5 action point champion for free.
And they're bringing out the
And
Cuddle Muffin
oh
Nephthys.
my.
This is a good burn, slow burn strategy here too. Each time
Yes,
a
it is.
card leaves an opponent's field, they take 2,000 damage. And this card cannot be eliminated in battle by a champion with a higher level. Considering that Nephthys, Cuddle Muffin Nephthys, is a level 3, very few cards can take this out.
Yes, that is very true, Ren. I have to say, the Cuddle
Ooh,
Muffins. Oh, wow, a trebuchet.
Trebuchet on the Mirror of Souls. So now they won't be taking half damage.
There we go. That's good
That
stuff right there.
and see,
Clearing
and
the
that's what we're
board.
talking about right there. That's what they need to do to play and keep up with this Team Skull strategy. And I'd say they're
Yes,
doing a pretty good job so far.
they sure are. There is a lot of back and forth, a lot of clashing of swords, as we could say.
A lot of negating and a lot of combos.
Yep. And
I'm
I
sure we'll see
can.
a crazy chain here at some point.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be the infamous double, and you never know. You might actually see the illustrious triple destruction with Galaxies Collide. And I gotta tell you right now, there are ways that the game can be ended if both opponents use that card.
Hey, I mean, we've had some matches where we could have, taken them out and taken ourselves out at the same time. So that
Yep.
is definitely something that can happen in this game. It's a very, very interesting situation to be in. So I'm
Yes.
curious to
And
see what happens.
just so everybody knows, in this game, or at least in this format, there are really no draws. If turn priority states, when you're attacking, if you're the one that chains the card that does the ending damage, even though there's a card that'll be chained after the fact to kill you, you'll still kill them first. So
Yeah.
it's really a game right now of picking apart that well-built board and just tearing down that wall.
Oh, and
And
they're adding on to it with that Bridget buddy.
yes, they are. They are going for the slow burn level 3 or lowers. Now, these
Yeah.
are a very good strategy.
Yeah. So the Bridget here cannot be eliminated in battle while this is an attack stance. Once per turn, you can deploy a level 3 or lower Gaelic champion
Yes.
without cost. And each time an opponent draws a card, they lose 1,000 heartbeats. So it's a slow burn there. And they get Lou the Righteous Warrior 2 off right out of the gates because of the free ability on Bridget. So now each time they deploy a card, they lose heartbeats. So right now, they deploy a card, they're losing 1,000 heartbeats. They draw a card, they're losing 1,000 heartbeats. A card leaves their field, they're taking 2,000. heartbeats. That is quite a nasty combo. And you think just in 2 turns, they're losing 8,000 heartbeats just like that. And in
Just
this
like that.
game, with only 25,000 life to start, that goes fast, buddy.
It goes very fast. We've seen a couple of games where people did not even get to play their first turn before they were burned to death.
Yeah.
And it's quite the adamantium strategy. I would call it a glass cannon.
Yes. And you know what? It is, especially in this board state right here, not having the tree of life back here.
Yes.
These guys, they might not be destroyed in battle, but they will take damage if they get attacked. So there is some risk to having them out like this without that tree. But at least they're going to be doing some burn damage in the meantime, which kind of pays their toll, if you will.
Well, now here's the thing. If I was in this situation right here, being the champion of the game that I've been for so long, I would your best bet is to hopefully have a copy of the new Cuddle Muffin card in your hand, Cuddle Muffin Love. Because Cuddle Muffin Love would allow you to swap out that Nephthys for any other Cuddle Muffin in your deck. And at that point, it's enduring. You can do it every turn. You can bring out maybe a Cuddle Muffin Zeus, a Thor.
Yeah, that would be a good strategy too. It looks like they're bringing out their own Ure though for one action point.
Okay. I mean, hey, it's not a bad play. Getting
No,
as
not at
many
all.
champions on board as possible in these early turns is definitely a course for victory. Now, whether they can utilize this glass cannon to its full advantage, that just remains to be seen.
Yeah, and I'm curious here because they've got 4 of their 6 champion slots filled right now.
Yes.
Only 2 champion slots left. Now, are we going to see them play the Camelot combo? I think maybe they're holding on to those last 2 spots, so we might see the only champions outside of the Camelot combo from Jonesy being played right now. So that it kind of makes an interesting strategy. You got the slow burn, you got
Right.
some protection, but I'm seeing no back row, so that kind of
No.
hurts them a little bit.
Now, unless Jonesy is the man who has all of the back row. Now, if he does, we could be seeing kind of a little bit of a what would be the word? A little bit of a bait and switch.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to bait them into destroying some things. Maybe they have a way to bring them back from grave. There are ways to do
That's
that in
true.
this game
That's true.
currently. And personally, we're already getting some burn here, okay? Because the drawing of a card on Team Skull or Team Skull's turn will, drown them.
Yep. And we've already seen them take some of that burn damage, So they played the Cuddle Muffin Nephthys, got rid of the Mirror of the Soul. They took their 2,000.
Yep.
On Raxi's draw stage here, he took that 1,000. So as soon as they deploy a card, they're going to lose 1,000 heartbeats. And I'm assuming they're going to play something. I don't see Raxi just passing here, but
No, definitely not.
you
Raxi,
you play a couple cards, you're losing a couple thousand more heartbeats.
yeah, and knowing their whole combo, I've played against them a few times. I'm really, oh, yep, here it
Oh,
comes.
there's
Here it
there's
comes.
part of that combo right
Hey,
there.
I was just about to say they need to bring out Bellamy if they're going to continue doing what they're doing, and
And
Bellamy
this is
is
the
definitely
nasty
going to help.
card. This isn't the nasty card. It brings out the nasty card.
Right. Now,
So
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. They don't have anything in their back row technically for Bellamy to steal right now. So he's not really at his full potential, even with Wida Galley and, Bellamy protecting it. There's really nothing that Wida Galley can do except for attack. And
yeah, but without that tree of life, they're swinging for some pretty heavy damage.
it's heavy damage. It's
Eleven
very,
thousand,
very heavy.
3,000, and a 5,000. So that's 19,000 right there. I mean,
And here's the
they
thing.
could.
I was hoping that they
Ooh,
would have. What do we got? A Pirate's Plunder.
okay. So it takes a magic or fortifier.
Hmm. Now
So
that might not have been the best play, considering the fact that they do not have any magic or fortifiers on their field. I think that card fizzles.
I think it does. I don't think it resolves because they don't have
No,
anything. But he's got a bigger strategy here. So there's something
right?
he's probably trying to do. And
Yeah, knowing
I'm very
them,
curious to
he loves
see.
to throw cards in his grave for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, hey, there's plenty of cards though. Once you get a certain amount of cards in your grave, you can swap them out for some pretty good mythics. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some heavy Mythic action about to happen here.
Oh yes, oh
This
yes. I
is
mean,
also, I would like to point out, not an enduring Magic card, meaning it will not stay on the board either.
right. No, this will not stay on the board. I will like to let the people know at home. There are 3 mythics on the board right now, and Ren, do you think we are going to see the monkey's fist this game?
Ooh, we could. I don't honestly. I don't know what mythics they hide in their mythic slots because we've pretty much only seen Nessie, Ure, and Grandma being played on one
Right,
side of the field. So I'm not. They could. That would be a good strategy. I don't
because
know. I don't know what they would do.
I mean, if because I know the narwhals, they definitely learn from their mistakes, and they have played Viper and Raxi and Team Skull a number of times, just like everybody else has. And knowing that they have that strategy and they use 2 mythics on their first turn almost every single game,
Yep.
it's it would have been smart if the Mythic Narwhals put Sun Wukong in their Mythic slot. Sun Wukong is a card that allows you to sacrifice all the champions on your field.
Ooh.
Oh, does that read like that?
Yeah. It looks like he just attached Lou to the Wide Galley. I'm not sure.
How
I'm
does
not
that
sure
work?
how that works.
Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I think I'm seeing some misplays here.
Yeah, because the card says target one magic fortifier your opponent controls and equip it to a Sea Devil champion you control.
Right.
Power can only be used once per turn. I don't see
And
anything
Wide Galley
else.
can only target magic or fortifiers as well. So I'm not understanding what's going on here. I think we might need a judge call. If anyone can help them, someone help them.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm,
my
I'm curious
gosh.
to see what the play is here.
Right.
But it does look like he's attempting to attach Lou the Righteous Warrior as an equipment to White Galley.
It looks like he is attempting to attach. But knowing the rules here, I'm saying that this is a misplay, and this could be a misplay that costs the Narwhals the game.
Yeah, this is interesting. Now I
Um,
see that they are taking the heartbeat damage from the effects of these cards up here, but now I'm curious how
because
this
if
is going to resolve.
because it I mean, like, feasibly, I'm gonna talk my shit. It shouldn't. It shouldn't
Yeah.
resolve at all. What is going on here? This is not real football. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I think they're discussing amongst themselves right now as well to see what is
What's
happening here.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm seeing a stalemate. I am seeing no movement in the cards, and I am seeing some movement of their little cursors kind of flaring around everywhere,
Yeah, it
flapping.
definitely. I think they are. I think they're trying to get some clarification on what's happening here.
Right.
So
Hmm.
we we might just have to take a short moment here and see what's going on. I think we're going to try to get a judge in here.
Yeah, I think that's
Um,
what's going on. I think maybe they are making a judge call currently, and currently we do have a few judges that are active in the Discord, at least from what I saw earlier. So I am hoping that either the CEO of the game, or if I wasn't streaming right now, I would definitely have hopped in and helped out with that, because that is not the call.
okay, so I'm seeing something here from Raxi that, let's see. It says there's actually a misprint on the TTS version of Pirate Plunder because the Pirate Plunder, the physical card that we have, states that it can target a champion.
Well, we will need to see a physical copy of this card to determine if that is true.
Let
That's all.
me.
As long as we can see a physical copy of the real card, we can affirm this fact. And of course, Raxi would
I
be the only one to know something like that.
I know I do have some. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look into my box over here and see if I can
Oh
find some.
man, we got commentators. Commentators are digging into the box. Let's go.
Let's see what we can come up with here.
It's looking like they are taking some damage from activating a card. Now, I'm not sure if they're taking the damage from activating the Pirate's Plunder. Now, I will check the Discord to see if there is anything being mentioned about this. There is not. I'm sure that. Oh, Raxi messaged me.
Yeah, I'm still looking for. I know I have that card. I just gotta find it. I know.
Okay, Raxi messaged me about it a minute ago, and he said, "You notice a few cards with different effects in the printed cards." Okay, so Max said, "Good eye. The printed cards are the most up-to-date versions of the cards."
So that way, if that is the case on the printed version of this card, which I should find here hopefully in a moment, then it
This
looks like
card is only
Raxi.
available for anyone who wants to know. This card was only available at the current moment in physical form in the Mythik TCG Forbidden Tides promo packs, which are completely sold out right now and will not be coming back.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have found the Pirate Plunder card, and it
Okay,
says
what we got?
target one champion or magic fortifier your opponent controls and equip it to a Sea Devil champion.
Oh my
Therefore,
goodness.
Raxi is correct, and
Raxi
that
is
is
correct.
quite a play.
That is
Well
quite a
done,
play.
Raxi.
Having a Pirate's Plunder in your hand at the beginning of this game, or drawing into a Pirate's Plunder, it's not a card that you want to play more than 2 copies of in your deck. So his luck with drawing these is just impeccable. It's impeccable. And I got to say, the strategy that I'm seeing right now, I mean, now this is just pure card gaming, my friends. This is pure card gaming.
This is something. I tell you what, this is something. You know what? And this is what I love is that there are so many different strategies that you can employ in this game, and like for the Pirate Plunder, I don't think I've ever used it for that ability either. That is really, really good. So hey, more power to them.
Right.
Oh, and here comes the big Mythic, buddy. I think he's going to swap some cards out for a Sea Devil Mythic, and it looks
Oh
like
my
the Flying
God,
Dutchman
it's
is
the
coming into
Dutchman.
play.
He said,
a 6/6 can be deployed when you control a Sea Devil captain, a Sea Devil champion, and a captain card, or other than the captain card, and at least one equipped card. So now this card can actually deploy Davy Jones as well if he chooses to.
oh yeah, that is true. If he wants to go for the Davy Jones combo, he can go for it right now and bring out the Kraken.
Yeah, but see, the big thing about the Flying Dutchman is that you can equip one champion from any player's grave to a Sea Devil champion you control.
Yes.
And then if you can get, I think it's the Queen's Revenge. I think that one allows you to deploy equipped champions. On your
Yes,
side of the
Queen
field.
Anne's Revenge. Deploy, equip a champion your opponent controls to any Sea Devil you control, and then once per turn you can summon that.
That's this is becoming nasty fast.
Yes,
this is a good combo.
They are staring down the barrels of loaded cannons on both flanks of these ships, playing an Anguli Mala, butcher of the. Oh my good God Almighty! Great balls of fire.
He definitely butchered.
Oh no!
Their defense champions. Oh no, that's gonna be that is painful.
All defense champions are gone on their field.
So
that is
so
nuts.
right now they're left with just a Brigid in attack stance.
This might be
I don't know.
game, everybody. I don't know.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. If they decide to attack this turn, I'm not sure they'll be able to survive it.
Oh, and there's the reincarnation we were talking about.
Adding insult to injury.
What my goodness. Reincarnate? Probably Nessie. We'll see. Oh, he's actually reincarnating Bellamy here.
Well, that's an interesting play. Now, who is he going to reincarnate it as?
I think he just said he's reincarnating it into a Three Kingdoms card.
Interesting.
He's getting rid of Zhang Liao for Bellamy to be a
Three Kingdoms pirate. Interesting. Now I wonder, does he have a Three Kingdoms magic card in his hand?
Well, if he does,
do something with that, because if he does, that's going to be quite the insidious play.
Yeah, he's counting cards right now. So, oh, 6 cards of different archetypes.
Oh no!
That's what he's doing. He was getting 6 different archetypes out.
We might actually see right now the most never seen before in tournament play or in any play, as far as I know, never seen before and never been played. We are going to see finally Shiva, the Supreme Destroyer.
Let's go. That is so cool to actually see come out in gameplay.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Read him the effect, Ren. Tell him what it does.
12,000 attack, 0 defense, but it says you can eliminate 6 cards with different archetypes from your field to deploy this card. The turn this card is deployed, you can eliminate any number of cards in your hand to eliminate the same number of cards on the field. You can sacrifice this card to deploy Brahma, the Supreme Creator, from your Mythic slot. This power cannot be activated on the turn it is deployed. So he's setting up. I think he's going to try to get to Vishnu. I think that's what they might be going for here.
Okay, so he has put them on a timer now, and he has thrown down Gates of Hell.
They put down another Fortifier Magic face down card here. They played Gates of Hell. Man, they are setting themselves up here.
This is
a spectacular showdown in game 1.
I haven't seen something as crazy as this since I won that one tournament with Heavenly Pharaohs and my back against the wall. This is new levels of gameplay for Mythik TCG right here.
Yeah, this is some good stuff right here. So he activated Gates of Hell to get rid of one Belphegor from his hand to deploy another Belphegor.
Another Belphegor. Wow. Yeah, what an interesting play.
For free. So now he's got some pretty beefy stuff going on out here.
This looks like game, my friend.
This could be game. I mean, right here, you got 12,000, 23,000.
That's it.
30,000. You could go up to 36,000.
That's it, man. That's game for that. Now, are they going to attack, or will they have mercy on their opponents just to get out Vishnu?
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna.
Or will they have mercy on their opponents by letting their opponents concede without attacking them? Let's see what happens.
Looks like they're maybe discussing something on the field. We'll see what they're coming up with here. I don't know if maybe they're giving their opponents a chance to do something or not.
Oh, they might give their opponents one more turn, Chad. I think, being the type of people that they are, giving Gabriel and Jonesy and Team Narwhal one more turn is not the smartest idea, in my opinion.
Okay, so I'm getting confirmation that the turn is not over yet. They still have more to go. So
okay, well, let's see it. I've got all night. Turn the slide around.
They're passing over to to the 4th turn here to allow.
Yes, we are. They are giving them a homie drop. It is the Narwhal's turn.
It is Jonesy's turn.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we have some mercy from the champions right now.
Oh, this is interesting. This is not what I was expecting to see from this. I mean, they got a stacked board. I'm interested to see here. I wonder if it'll bite them in the end, but
I wonder if it will. I know that Sun Tzu says to never let your opponents know what they are doing wrong, and 2, never give them a homie drop. Here is another trebuchet.
We got a trebuchet drop.
Never give them a homie drop. I wonder what they're taking out. They're taking out that back row. Now, that was an amazing hit. The impenetrable rampart is gone. Oh, my goodness. Now, we don't know technically if that was the best play or not, but I'm assuming that it actually is, because taking out the Gates of Hell wouldn't have done much, and that is an insane card to hit off of that trebuchet.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. The only thing that could have made it better is if it was a Galaxies Collide, considering they don't have any champions on the field. They would not have been able to activate it.
Right.
But without that impenetrable rampart, they now can't protect themselves from anything happening to their champions.
They are going for the Hail Mary Hermes.
Here it goes. I think we're about to see the Camelot combo, and if I'm
Oh
doing some quick
no.
math correctly, they might be able to pull this off. They're bringing out
They're
Nimue,
doing
Lady
it.
of the Lake. I would like to say these are Jonesy's special arts.
Special
His
custom
cards,
arts
they're
for
pretty good. I have to say they are pretty good. But
I have to say Picasso
we
would
are
be
about to
jealous.
see this combo.
This is crazy.
I am very, very curious to see what actually happens here because they're bringing out Arthur Pendragon, the Chosen King.
Chosen King.
So once per turn, they can switch one Camelot card back into their deck to deploy a different
Another
Camelot champion.
Camelot champion.
So that is exactly what Jonesy's doing here. He's going to put Nimue back into the deck, and I imagine he's going to go for probably Sir Tristan to get out Tristan and Isolde, and I imagine the combo will ensue
Sue
from there.
with
And there we go.
transforming them into the Master Magician, the highest magician in terms of attack and defense. You know the deal. Merlin.
Yes. So here we go. We do have the combo. We got the Princess Isolde and the Sir Tristan lovers, as you can tell by the very nice art here.
We are gaming, folks. We are gaming now. Maybe that homie drop was not the best idea.
Like let's see, yeah, because they're going to sacrifice both Camelot champions now to bring out legendary enchanter Merlin Ambrosius. So he can shuffle 2 different champions into your field or from your field into your deck, and then you can deploy 2 different champions from your deck onto your field. So I think he brings out the Lancelot and maybe the Gawain. They could attack for game when they get Excalibur.
They could go for the full Excalibur.
Here it is.
Ender. There is the Lancelot. He's
Sir Lancelot of the Lake.
Look at all them lances.
Oh, here we go.
Here it comes.
Oh, no. They cannot do the finisher this turn.
Actually, yes, they still can do the finisher. They have enough. They have enough health to do this.
Oh, maybe they do. Maybe they do.
That back row is them backed against a corner.
So they're just going to go down to, what is that, 6250.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know. This is getting interesting. I have to say.
They'll have enough. They'll have enough to attack for game. Let's see if they can bring out.
Oh, no, they won't have enough because when they half their heartbeats, they take half the damage from Mirror of the Soul.
That is true.
It just says when you take damage from an opponent. Okay, so he got rid of Autumn Fertility using Gawain to get rid of this.
Okay, so they're not taking any more of that residual damage. They might be able to go for game. They had something to get rid of that back row. Oh, man. I'm telling you, I don't know if a homie drop is a good idea in the championship round.
Oh, man. This is getting good. This is getting good.
Very good. This is
here comes Excalibur, baby. Here comes
Excalibur, baby. There it is. The Rock.
Oh, man.
It is looking hairy for them now.
I am at the edge of my seat right now.
Y'all might have me stand up. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
and
man.
they are sacrificing it to attack directly for game. Let's see it.
Oh, man. 10,000 in that.
And it's game. Oh, my God. How?
Jonesy and Gabe pull out the game 1 turnaround.
Oh, my goodness.
That was amazing. That was amazing to see.
Wow.
The homie drop did not work. That's for
that
sure.
Homie drop was not.
But you know what? That makes for such an interesting rest of this round because it's a best of 3 series. So now that Jonesy and Gabe have taken game 1,
all they have to do is win one more time, man.
Oh, you know what? You know what? I just realized it wasn't even a homie drop because Raxi could not attack on turn 3.
That's
So they
right.
had to wait. So Jonesy and Gabe stole
Shiva
this game away.
Shiva makes it to where you can't attack when you bring him out.
Well, they were still on turn 3. They weren't on turn 4 yet. So in the Mythic Battle League for the team format,
The
only the
fourth
fourth
player
player on the first round of turns can
can
attack.
attack.
Once every player goes through their first turn, when it goes back to the first player, everybody can attack then. So since Raxi was only the third player and not the fourth, he could not attack. And
Mm,
that's what ultimately saved Jonesy and Gabe. I won't say saved them. They had this game plan going
they
from the
had it.
get-go, and man, did they pull it out flawlessly in the end.
Ending a
Holy
match
cow.
with 2,000 something heartbeats left is that's a butthole clencher, folks.
Oh man, we just saw an instant classic live on stream. That is a thing of beauty.
That is absolutely something. I personally don't know if now it's anyone's game.
Now, yeah, look, Jonesy and Gabe just have to win one more game, and they are the champions of the Mythic Battle League.
The
Raxi
first
and
ever.
Viper are playing behind for, I think, the first time ever, trying to take home this champion. They got to win 2 games in a row. And while they can definitely do it, I think their backs are a little bit up against the wall due to that first round finish. So I am very curious to see where this goes.
Now, I do think we are going to now end up seeing some very desperate plays out of Team Skull because they cannot lose this next match. If they do, it's over.
Yep, but with any good team, any good player, you got to keep your cool. You got to play smart, and I expect nothing less from Team Skull here. And I expect to see a very good game 2. So let's see what happens here, baby.
Oh man,
This has been exciting so far.
I am on the edge of my seat. I personally haven't seen anything like this since the beginning of the game when St. James and me were out here thugging it out in the trenches.
That's right. That's back in the classic days, as I like to say.
Yeah, the ancient legends days where that was the only set we had.
The ancient legend days. Those were some good days, though. Those were some good days.
Those were the good days. And
I
hey,
only
look,
got to see like a month of those days, but you know.
eventually, look, I've been given the right to do tournaments for this game, and eventually I will start a GOAT format that is only ancient legends.
There you go. Maybe once we get another set or 2 deep, that'll be the way to go. No galaxies collide.
Yep. Well, actually, Galaxies Collide
Heck,
came out in Ancient Legends.
right. I'm saying like you would want to nerf it, but
Right.
with
Right.
how
I'd
strong
probably
some of
limit
those
it.
archetypes are in Ancient Legends, you might still want them.
Right. Right. I don't. If we did it, I got to tell the chat here. Mongols would be a very effective strategy in that format.
That's true, especially if wasn't there some cards that got errata too from the Mongol Horde deck? So
Yes.
if we went back to the ancient ways, that Mongol Horde deck would be near unbeatable.
Yeah. Pre-errata cards are always fun to mess around with if you're allowed to do it, right?
That's true. That's true. Oh man, we're just starting the golden age of Mythic, though. I mean, it is just beginning,
Yep.
just beginning. We've got some good sets coming out here. We've already got the third set hasn't even officially dropped yet. You could still get some pre-orders on the Mythik TCG website right now, and there's already ideas and card designs for fourth set already in the works. So I mean, we're already looking ahead to future sets, and this game is here to stay, folks.
Yep. Ain't going nowhere. And mark me down as saying this as a sportscaster and as the Mythic TCG singles champion. I will never stop playing this game, and I believe that this game will be better than Magic the Gathering and bigger at one point.
Yes, I wholeheartedly believe that as well. But it looks like game 2 is now underway, starting off with Jonesy from the Mythic Narwhals, and he's got 2 fortifiers face down. Interesting spread here. I don't know if there's anything to do with the difference in placing cards over here. Most people just play them next to each other, but Maybe that's part of the strategy to throw Team Skull off here.
Maybe. I'm really thinking that the play is interesting of taking Team A, so you get to go first and third. I don't think they're going to be able to go for their attack strategy this time. So I think
They
they're
would have to
landing on
survive the
something else.
onslaught from Blue Viper and from Raxi like immediately. If they could survive that, they have a chance. It
Yes.
does look like they have just played the 3 cards there and passed. So I believe it is Viper's turn right now.
Now, I'm willing to bet. Now, let's do some premonitioning here. I'm willing to bet one of those back row cards is Galaxies Collide.
For their sake, I'm hoping it is because that makes for some very interesting
Oh,
combos here.
no. We got a turn 2 Beelzebub.
Yeah, so this card, when he is deployed in attack stance, he can add 1 Shadow Prince card from your deck to your hand, and that is a powerful, powerful card because of that right there. And I knew that was coming.
Rebellion of the
Of
Angels.
the Angels allows you to deploy 1 Shadow Prince champion from your hand with no cost. So I imagine he's got some pretty big. Oh, there it is, right there. I didn't even see
There it is, bringing out Leviathan with it. Now, that is probably his best target.
Yeah, so this one is interesting because once per turn, your opponent activates a card power that targets a card. You can change the target to this card.
Yes.
This card cannot be eliminated by card power, so it can only be eliminated by battle. And that's a pretty beefy target right there.
Now, everyone must remember this card does have a little bit of a weird caveat in the fact that it can only the card that targets has to have a legal ability to be able to destroy it in the first place.
Yes,
So
we learned that one the hard way.
you cannot reroute a trebuchet to him, even though you should, or a ballista to him, even though you should be able to. You can't.
And it looks like we're seeing the Shadow Prince Nessie coming right back. I guess he's not Shadow Prince yet, but we are seeing Nessie come right out from the get-go, sacrificing a Belphegor in a Three Kingdoms card to bring out.
I think it was a Zhuglong the Sleeping Tiger.
Yes. So they are right back to it again with that dominating board presence. Let's see if they can actually do anything with it this turn.
If they can get any
turn now.
If they can get any burn spells, it would be advantageous.
Yes.
At the very most. Now, it is Gabe's turn.
This is the time. Yeah, this would be the time you reincarnate the Nessie as a Shadow Prince. You get some Fires of Hells going.
Yep.
And you do some major burn.
Major. I'm talking burn them with the full hatred of losing to these guys over and over and over again. It's just the way that you got to play. This game is full of strategies, but it seems this burn strategy and this amalgamation strategy of rank 3s has been the 2 strategies that have gotten people to the top of this tournament, as you can see.
Exactly true, yeah.
That Camelot combo is absolutely crazy. If you draw into a Hermes, you got it.
Yep, you can pull that combo off. Now, the key, though, in what makes Gabe and Jones's strategy so viable, too, is the fact that Gabe plays the slow burn stuff to get you to knock some of your health down. And they only need a little bit. They can get you down to about 20,000 heartbeats. They can deploy their strategy to a T. So it looks like they're playing All Roads
Lead to Rome. Looking for an SPQR general.
Do we see Caligula come up?
We might see either Caligula or Caesar Augustus to protect their back row.
Could be. Let's see.
Let's see it. We're seeing Caligula for the light burn per turn.
That's what we're talking about right there. The slow burns. Now what happens?
They're locked out of being able to use any other Shadow Prince cards that will lock them out of the game because now they cannot play Lucifer.
That is 100% the strategy there. That was a fantastic play by Gabe.
Fantastic.
Very smart. That's like some 4D chess stuff right there.
Oh, yeah.
They lock out with Caligula. You lock out your opponent's general slot. And at the end of both of their turns, they take 500 damage, kind of going right back to that slow burn strategy.
The team itself together will be taking 1,000 damage per their both their little turn,
Yes.
which
So it
in this
doesn't seem like
game
a lot, but
it
it
it's a lot.
adds up. It starts adding up quick, especially if you get, the Cuddlemuff and Nephthys or any of the Gaelic champions out. Like that starts to add up pretty fast. And like I said, all they realistically have to do by the time it comes back to Jonesy on his fifth turn on the turn five, if they can get them down to about 20,000 life and he has Nimue or has the ability to get Nimue out, that could be the game. That
That could
could
be it.
realistically be the game.
Because they have no back row. If they're going to attack directly with anything that can go above what their life points is, it's a done deal. And I'm really hoping that they're able to pull out something, whether that be another Hermes or just drawing into a copy of Nimue or even just drawing into a copy of Arthur and another champion for the archetype would be
Yeah.
good. Now, it seems
Ooh.
that they are sacrificing off their champion for a Chang'e.
Yeah. They sacrifice Ure, their defensive champion, which kind of makes me feel like they might not have
They
Valakut
can
Salat.
grab any card from the grave and play it from
Yeah.
any person's grave. So
From
I'm
any
thinking
person's
they're
deck.
going to grab a Shadow Prince, buddy.
I think they might be grabbing Belphegor here.
That would be a very optimal play because it wouldn't be too smart to grab the Ure that you just got rid of, would it?
Right, but they have that Three Kingdoms card here too. Everybody else
Oh,
is searching, so I'm going to
yes.
search too. Let me see why it's not letting me look at it, but they got the tiger, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah, he's really good. I think that's the one that can attack in defense mode.
I think so, and I believe it's 6,000 attack, 7,000 defense. So that
Yes.
could be a pretty nasty one to throw out there. It makes a good defensive counterpart at the very minimum.
Oh yeah. This is slowly turning into one of those things where the narwhals are wrenching their fists together and they are at this stalemate and the narwhals are just finally being able to throttle them down little by little.
That's exactly it. I think that's what's happening here, and I expect
They
to see
are
some
grabbing the Belphegor.
and playing it in defense so they can
Defense
only
mode.
activate or deploy one magic fortifier per turn. So this is going to really slow the game down, which is going to be amazing. And they pulled out the Morgan
Oh my goodness.
on Phantom Queen.
Their last magic card able to be played this turn will do damage towards
Yes.
the opponent. And that is something that's beautiful to see in this game.
Yeah. So they're going to get the Curse of Cucullin, and it's going to be attached on their side of the field, which means they lose 1,000 heartbeats at the end of each turn. This
So
card is
now
face up.
they are currently losing 500 heartbeats each from Caligula. Now they are losing 2,000 plus. So now they are losing a shit ton.
Oh, and they got cut them off.
Oh my
now.
goodness.
They are in serious stride with this burn strategy. Now,
are
the only thing
vicious.
that I think the only thing that would really hurt them right now is if there's some kind of Ingualamala that Raxi has on his side when it becomes his turn. He
This is
could
true.
wipe that whole board. That's the
Now,
danger of playing everything in defense stance. But right
it
now, they got a
depends
lot.
because they do have cards in this game like Impenetrable Rampart. He can protect something
Yeah.
if he has that card. If he has anything in that back row that is worth it.
Yeah. Well, and I do want to point out too the interesting thing about the Curse of Cucullin before I move on. This
Mhm.
says lose 1,000 heartbeats at the end of every turn, not just
Every
their own.
turn.
So at the end of their turn, at the end of their opponent's turn, they're taking 1,000 damage. So that's going to start burning them quick.
That is 4,000 damage per rotation, my friends.
That's it. And what did I say earlier? All they need to do is get them down to 20,000, and they could really one-shot kill the Team Skull with the Camelot combo.
Yeah,
I mean, realistically.
I think we are seeing a melding of strategies here, which is something really beautiful because it goes to show that you can put so many different cards in a deck in this game and you can make a cohesive strategy. You don't have to stick with archetypes.
Yeah. So this is becoming very interesting
Yes. Yes, it
quickly.
is.
And it is turn 4, which means
Turn
it
4.
is
Time to
Raxi's
take
turn.
some burn damage.
They're going to take some burn damage, but this also indicates that Raxi can now go into combat.
He can.
So they're looking at burn strategy right now.
They
They're
are.
discussing what they're going to take, but this doesn't happen until the end of their turn.
And we
But
must
the
keep in
Nephthys is
mind
out.
those back row cards could be battle traps, they could be galaxies, they could be Fallen Angel's Throne, even just to protect the rest of the back row for the turn if they
Yeah,
try to destroy it. There's
that's
so
true.
many cards that could be. I don't think attacking would be the smartest move for them.
Yeah, it's definitely a risky business here, but you never know. The thing I've learned though playing against Team Skull is they always have some kind of trick up their sleeve. So I would
Well,
be
they'd be
very
they'd be able to get through at least
uh-oh.
one attack. Oh, here we go.
Oh, they're
Taking the
coming
back row
in for
card.
the Bellamy.
Gonna be snatching some booty.
That's right. I wonder which one they're gonna take.
That is a good question because Gabe has down 1 and Homeboy has down 2.
Yeah, Jonesy has 2, so they got
Yes,
3
sir. Fathead,
total.
no reward
If
without risk. That is very true.
if any of these are Galaxies Collide, though, that could really, really hurt them.
Now
So you got to
remember,
be careful.
remember, they can suck up a Galaxies Collide with that Leviathan once per turn.
That is true. That is true. So the strategy, they're probably hopefully thinking here, they got 2 Galaxies Collide.
Right. If they have 2, we're all good. But if they steal one of them, it isn't looking too good.
Yeah. So it looks like he is paying the 2,000, and he is going to go after that
One of
left
Jonesy's back row
fortifier.
cards.
Oh, and it looks like Jonesy and Gabe are going to discuss what they want to do next. So
Okay.
there's definitely some strategy going on here. I feel
There
like
may be an
Jonesy and Gabe might have something up
there
their
may be an
sleeve.
activation on the field. If they need to
There
discuss
could be.
before destruction, there may be an activation.
There very well could be, and this could get interesting quick.
It could because there
But
is no really interaction unless they want to suck it up with Leviathan. If they do that, they're wasting that for this turn.
here's the thing. I think it still plays out into Team Skull's favor right now. And there it is, the
There it
Galaxies
is.
collide. I'll see what they do here.
They're gonna send off. Okay, sending off the Morgan so they don't take any
So
damage for the
yeah,
price.
going for Morrigan and Nessie, but Team Skull is going to redirect it.
Of course.
Yes, yeah. So there we go. So that negates the Galaxies collide.
Okay, well, they did just bait out the activation
Oh no,
of
yeah. So
Leviathan.
I don't think they can activate any other magic fortifiers now because of their own
Actually,
Belphegor.
at
Yeah.
the same time, that works in their favor because if Team Skull plays one magic card this turn, that's it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. They could deploy a magic or fortifier. They still have that slot open.
They get one.
They get one, but Mythic Normals have just used up their one per turn
They're
with the Galaxies
one.
collide.
So they fizzled something, and then also Leviathan now cannot be redirecting anything anymore for this turn.
Right, but I think that's going to play heavily into Team Skull's favor,
Yes.
considering they can't activate anything else now this turn.
No.
When it passes over to Jonesy, if they try to activate another Galaxies Collide, for example, the Leviathan reactivates and they could steal it one more time. So it effectively negates any magic or fortifier that could target any of their cards.
It does. It does. Got to remember though
This is interesting.
that switching the target is only a once per turn thing. However, if they do decide to go in for battle and can attack they could get some damage in because those back row cards don't matter to Leviathan. Leviathan is too strong for that.
Yeah. So it's only by battle that Leviathan can be eliminated.
Yep.
So he is the safe bet. I would be
Now,
curious to see though if they try to throw any of these others. into this small wall they got built up here before they. Well, because even at this rate, they can't activate. Even if there is something that could stop the
They
attack
can't
from going
activate it.
through, they can't activate. So at this point, I mean,
It's fair game
they
for
could
just
attack, yeah,
all
and
attack.
just eliminate this whole. Well, I don't think they could actually take them all out. They could use White Galley, they could use Leviathan, and they could use Nessie to take out the champions. But then that only leaves Beelzebub and Bellamy to attack for
For
5,000,
5K.
which is still better than nothing.
It's
And
better than
maybe that
nothing,
is
and
the
it
play
takes
they
out
go
3
for.
champions on the board, so you're right, Ren, that might actually be the play to do.
But that would kind of mark the end of their turn then because they won't
It
be able
would.
to play anything
It
else.
would.
So
There is no main phase 2 in
feel
this game.
yeah, I feel like there's still something to be played here on Raxi's turn. We'll see. And they are going to deploy. They're going to deploy a face down. Oh,
Oh,
and here we
no.
go. Combat time.
Combat time. This is gonna be the end of their turn. They will.
Ooh.
Ooh, are they trying to
Okay.
move a champion
Defense.
into defense mode in the battle phase? That is not a legal play.
Oh, maybe they realize they can't do that.
Okay, yep. It looks like they realize that they cannot do that. They must keep him in attack position. They don't have to attack with him. But they do need to keep him in attack position because you can only change battle positions once per turn before the battle phase.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here. I mean, depending on what kind of defensive strategy they're going for, you almost want to just have them all in attack stance at this point because you
Right.
could start hitting them hard, clear their board.
Because at this juncture,
So it looks
they've
like
got to.
Nessie's going into Nephthys too, and that's going to eliminate that.
Nephthys is gone, so they lost the burn for the cards leaving the field.
Yep. Leviathan is going into Shanjay and going to
Sean
eliminate Shanjay.
gone. See you later. Barely knew ya.
Oh, actually, you know what? I was mistaken. I thought Wide Galley could go into
No,
Belphegor, but it
Belfagor
cannot.
is too strong.
So they're going to take their 1,000 burn damage from Curse of Cucullin.
Yep.
And did they already take their Caligula damage? I think they may have.
Looks
So
like they did.
they're down to 21,000, and it is Jonesy's turn.
All righty, back to the heroes of the people. I know that there's definitely a lot of people rooting for the Narwhals on this one, just because of that last game. That is definitely something of an underdog game
Yeah,
right there.
it truly is. It is truly an underdog kind of feel right now with that. And especially early on in the stream, we saw a lot of people rooting for Team Skull. And honestly, I'm just here. I'm Team Mythik today. I
Yeah,
am happy
yep.
that we have such a fantastic game going on. This is as good as it gets.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. I couldn't watch a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament for this long. I promise you that.
Yeah, well, all the main decks would have won by now.
Right. Yeah. It would. Games would have been like freaking 2 hours long, and yeah.
Wow, this is getting interesting though. We got some. I think they're trying to discuss strategy right now. Gabe and
Yeah,
Jonesy.
it seems that they're at a little bit of a stalemate because they cannot attack over that Belphegor. So they will have, the turn that they get now to discuss and see if they can do anything about this massive wall of champions.
Yeah, and I mean, if they don't do something on his turn, I feel like it might be over if it gets to Viper's turn here because unless they can get that Nimue out, but even at that point, I think they're just a little shy. Oh, and they're going to activate their old Galaxies Collide. They're going to take 7,000 damage, and Team Skull.
They are going to hopefully put that to the Leviathan. They got the
this
Leviathan
is interesting.
Back, so we don't know what they're going to do. This is in very good play.
I think what they're going to try to do here is, even though they're hurting themselves pretty decently with the 7,000 damage here, I think they're willing to take that to try to get their heartbeat total down for. Oh, Nessie's going to eat, or the Leviathan is going to eat.
Yes, Leviathan will eat that. But I think that might have been their play all along, was for Leviathan to eat it.
Yeah, so let's see.
It
Oh,
was
they're
their
gonna do
play the whole
trebuchet.
time. They wanted
Go.
Leviathan to eat it.
Oh man, what are they
Because
gonna do?
they knew that Leviathan would not get rid of a trebuchet.
Oh, and they got rid of a
They got rid
Galaxy
of the
Collide.
galaxies.
What a
Okay.
play! So
Now
even though they entered, their whole board stayed out. Now it's wide open again though,
it's
because
wide
he
open.
could get the Camelot combo going again.
Someone
Oh
needs to draw a
man!
Nimue or a
And there's the
Hermes.
Hermes.
There it is.
Oh man, are we gonna see the game 2 sweep
Well,
here?
dude, we might see the game too. Oh my
Because at
goodness.
the dude, okay, so listen, if he gets the Camelot champion combo going exactly like he did last time, at the end of his turn, they will lose the 1,000 heartbeats, and I think they will be up to 250 heartbeats left. So at the end of his turn, I think they win.
Yep. All he
This
has to
could
do,
be a super smooth combo going into
dude,
this.
this is because Team Skull cannot do anything about this. They can't respond. They have nothing to respond with.
Oh
Here it
man.
comes, everybody. Here comes the Nimue Lady of the Lake.
Of the Lake with her
Her
out of stock
only,
sign.
her only purpose is to grab the one and only chosen king, Arthur.
And that's exactly what he is doing for right now. This could be game.
This is
This
going
could be
to.
game.
If this is not game, I'll eat my shorts.
Live on stream, baby.
Live on stream. We'll do it live.
And he did. He went for the Arthur Pendragon, and he is pulling out the Sir Tristan, swapping out the Nimue, and now they got Princess Isolde as well, and he is going into his Mythic deck to pull out Merlin.
Here
the combo is going.
He's a magic man, mama. There he goes.
He's shuffling Merlin back in his deck to search out 2 different Camelot champions.
Now let's see who he's bringing out.
It's going to be Sir Gawain, the courteous companion, and
Lancelot
of the Lake. Oh, man.
He is going to go for the life-having ability.
He's going to go for the life-having ability, and I think they might even just use the Gawain ability to just get rid of one of their cards.
Sorry, I had to stop my camera for a minute. So, man, this is quite the game.
They are getting rid of that Shadow Prince Nessie on the opposing side using the Sir Gawain ability. There goes Nessie. Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, this could be something.
There it is.
They are going down. They're having their heartbeats. Oh my gosh, they're down to 4,500 heartbeats. Oh, there it goes. They're going to go down to, I think, 10,250. Yes, sir. 10,250. They got the Excalibur in play. He is going to activate it, sacrificing it to allow his Mythic or his Camelot champions to attack directly. They're going to swing for 10,000 heartbeats.
There it comes.
The curse will activate at the end of his turn, and ladies and gentlemen,
there it is.
I think we have some champions.
A new champions.
Oh my goodness! What a game!
They were the underdogs, and they pulled it straight out of their asses, went elbow deep into their souls, and pulled it out with the heart of the cards.
Did it.
They are the newly crowned Mythic League champion team.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm pretty much speechless.
There you go. Your new Mythic champions, ladies and gentlemen. The Mythic
Narwhals
have taken down Team Skull.
Round of applause.
To take it home.
Okay.
Wow, that was such a good series.
Oh my goodness, everybody.
What an epic championship.
There was some blood, there was some sweat, there was a little bit of tears,
There
and
was some
everybody.
heartbreak. There was some love. We had
Yep,
it
there
all,
was
baby.
love, heartbreak,
We had
drama, comedy, all wrapped up into one tight little package known as Mythik
we had
TCG
some
Battle League.
good play, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, that was something. An hour. It took them an hour of hard battle and hard fighting, but they really thought very well about their plays, and that was all strategy and all skill. I don't think there was any luck involved.
That was incredible. I mean, that was something so fun to watch. That was the game of the century right there. I have
Yes,
been
it
saying
was.
it. This would be the series of a lifetime, especially for this game. And my God, did that live up to the expectations and the hype?
That was absolutely insane. I honestly, I don't think that we're gonna see something like that again until the next Battle League.
No, that was
I mean, let's be real,
uh
man.
whew, that was something though, dude. I mean, I tell you what, that was a battle.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I'm just happy I was a part of it.
Yeah,
And
me
I'm
too.
happy we got to commentate on this. I'm glad that we were the chosen ones here to get to bring you guys this epic battle, this epic match. I mean, what a hell of a game.
What a
Two
hell of a
games.
game. Well, I mean, you got to give it to the underdog team. They saw what they were up against. They tweaked their decks to the point of not making a single mistake. And even though they looked like they were going to lose both games, they
They
won
pulled it
both
out.
games out of nowhere. And
Amazing.
I know that and good on Team Skull. They did a great job. They played super hard, but I know they're seething right now.
Well, I mean, it's always heartbreaking to lose a championship. Ask me, I would know. I lost the last 1v1 championship. I finished second place, losing to Raxi. So that that one stung a little bit. But you know what? I am happy right now. We got to see a new team crowned, and Jonesy has been a fantastic TCG player. He's come from other games. He's mastered some other games, and Gabe, one of the OGs for the community, is getting his crown now too. I I applaud you both. Well done, you two. Well done. And
Well
you know what?
done,
To Team
guys.
Skull, to Raxi, and to Viper, you guys are incredible players as
Incredible.
well. I mean, hell, you guys went 12-1 coming into the championship match. That is a feat of its own.
It's one thing to win and win and win. It's another thing to make it to a championship and still do that good. It was a great game all around, boys.
Yes, yes, it was. That was incredible. And wow, I've just that lived up to all the hype and expectations I had. So I
It
mean, I'm
sure
happy
did.
about
We came into this expecting to see some war, and boy, oh boy, did we get some bloodshed.
that. We certainly did. And that's a good way to kind of end this battle, this very intense battle league season
Oh my gosh,
in
yes.
which honestly no team was really that far off from each other's.
No, it was.
We lost last week to Jonesy and Gabe by one turn,
Yep.
and it could have easily been the other way around. And even for the Haunted Ruins, man, they made some huge strides in the end. They improved so much. I mean, if there was an award for the most improved, it definitely goes to them. They were
Hmm.
there neck and neck with us. They took Raxi and Viper to the brink a couple times. I mean, hey, look, this league just makes people better. You get
It
good
just
at playing
does.
this game when you do some good competition like this. So, congrats again to both teams. That was well fought. That was an incredible match.
It
Those
was
matches were
incredible.
fantastic.
It was incredible. And I do predict that the next league series, when we have the updated life point totals and we have the new set out with all of the new shaman cards that we haven't talked much about,
Yep.
I think there's going to be a bit of a new meta rising to the top, something along the line of quick play spells.
There certainly could be, and that's what's amazing about this game is, as some new cards come out, and even when the new cards aren't coming out, we're formulating new strategies all the time. I mean, look, we saw the combination of Shadow Prince and the new Sea Devils, and that was a whole new combo nobody had really seen up to this point,
Right. No
and
one
it
knew you could
works
do it.
fantastic. So we're, I'm sure, for the next couple championship series, whether it's the 1v1 standard series or if it's the team battle format, I'm sure we're going to see some fantastic epic matches coming up.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. The future is bright for Mythic. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
So bright we need shades, brother. So bright we need
That's
shades.
right. That's right. Well, that is the end of the live stream here as the games
Sure
have
is.
concluded. So I just want to say again, congrats to both teams. Congratulations to the Mythic Narwhals for your championship win.
Yes,
Congrats
congratulations.
to Team Skull for an incredible season and truly some great matches on here.
Truly.
And congrats to all of the Mythic people who watched because you just witnessed one of the greatest matches we've ever seen.
Yeah, that was again. I'm gonna be thinking about that one tonight while I'm trying to sleep. I'll put it that
Oh
way.
yeah, we're gonna be talking about this one for a while. So
Yeah. Oh,
but
seems that we're lagging pretty bad. Well, good thing is we're ending the stream. So
yeah, hopefully it hasn't been lagging for too long. But yep, that is the end of the stream. So we are going to we're going to send it back to the little image thing we have here, and we will see you in a future stream. We will definitely be doing more live streams
oh yeah.
and commentating on more matches. So definitely subscribe or follow to the channels, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. Make sure you guys follow all this and join the Discord. Don't be shy. Jump
Yeah,
on
don't be
in.
shy. Come in and talk, man. We
Only,
love new
only a
company.
couple of them bite. That's
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
nibble, maybe nibble.
And the ones that bite are the ones who you've seen play today.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for a fantastic season. We'll see you guys next time.
See y'all next time.